I'm going to show you a lick that you can use in a lot of different situations, one of which being a rock and roll kind of pattern. I'm going to put on a loop, kind of a quick moving rock and roll, just alternating kind of pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that pattern is looping now. So the lick is going to be okay, this is basically, well, pulled right out of a Alvin Lee 10 Years After kind of lick. He used it extensively in I'm Going Home in the Woodstock movie. It's a cool lick, and you can vary it a lot. Get a lot of use out of it. Like a lot of things, you don't want to do it, overuse it, but it's a cool lick for get some speed going that isn't that difficult to get the speed going with. So I'm starting with E minor pentatonic. I'm basically in the key of E here. So the E minor pentatonic from the 12th fret, we're using this form. Form 1. I like to always refer to the octave shapes that are within the pattern. So the lick itself, I'm not using the whole scale for the lick, but that's kind of where we're focusing is on that area and for improvising. The lick itself, what we're going to do is we're going to place the first finger at the 12th fret of the first string, and then we're going to also place the third finger. We could use the fourth finger if we were in lower positions, different pentatonics. I'd probably be using the fourth finger and doing it like that. In the 12th position, I'm going to just use my third finger instead of the fourth. Use my third and second instead of the fourth and third. So first finger is going to be placed at the 12th fret of the first string. Third finger is going to be placed at the 15th fret of the first string. We're going to play that with a down pick, that 15th fret. Then we're going to pull it to the first finger. When you pull, basically it's a straight down, but there's a little bit of an angle to it. So instead of, which is more like what you would do on a nylon string guitar, the straight down technique for classical type pulls. But for rock type pulls on a steel string electric, you kind of go off on a little bit of an angle with a snap to get a nice solid sound as loud as the picked note. You don't want it to be light. You want a nice snap to it. Okay, so there's going to be several pulls in this lick. So in 15th fret, pull down to the 12th fret. Then we're going to use the second finger to play the 14th fret. This goes out of the pentatonic a little bit. A couple of notes are out of the pentatonic, but it fits right into that area. So 15th fret, pull down to the 12th fret. 14th fret with the second finger, pull down to the 12th fret again. We're going to use the 14th fret again now of the second string with the second finger, and then the 12th fret of the first string. So the lick is so 15th fret of the first string, pull down 12th fret, 14th fret of the first string, pull down to the 12th fret of the first string. First time on the second string here, 14th fret with the second finger, and then first finger on the first string 12th fret. So we have and I'm picking down, and then we're pulling. Now when I do the pull, I kind of do a ghost pick. I do a ghost pick on the way up so I can play the next note with a down. So it's down, pull, down, pull. So even though you see me making this motion up, really there's a pull happening. So it's down, pull, down, pull, 14th fret, down, and then we're going to pick that one note, the last note of the lick. We're going to use an up pick. So the whole lick is. So it's down, pull, down, up. Down, pull, down, up. Down, pull, down, up. Now, this lick is fairly easy to speed up, so we can get some good speed out of it by build it up gradually. Now, sometimes I will use all picking rather than the pulls. I'll go, so I'm picking all of those down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. But a lot of times I use it with the using the pulls as I described earlier. A variation of this, if you think of the pentatonic notes, and now this would stay totally in the pentatonic. You can stretch up with the 4th finger to the 17th fret and pull down to the 12th fret. Then play the 15th fret with the 3rd finger. Then pull down to the 12th fret, all on the 1st string so far. And then 15th fret of the 2nd string. And then 1st string, 12th fret. So we could go. So I like to always extrapolate on these licks a bit. So, you know, if you learn one lick, well, that's all well and good that you've learned one lick. But if you just think in terms of just a little bit of, put a little thought into it, well, what other notes are in that area, and can I use a similar pattern and coming up with other licks? So that's kind of what I'm doing here, where I'm doing the stretch to the 17th fret. Now you can also think, well, what else can I do with that? Well, you can go down to the 2nd string and start the lick on the 2nd string and do play the 15th fret of the 2nd string, pull to the 12th fret. You can use the 14th fret, it works, of the 2nd string. So 15th, 2nd string, pull down to the 12th fret. 14th fret, 2nd string, pull down to the 12th fret, and then play the 14th fret of the 3rd string, and then I'll pick on the 2nd string. So the same technique as we used for the first lick I showed you, but just moving it down a set of strings. So out of this one lick, we can easily get 3 licks, and now we can go. Or we can use the 2nd string version, 2nd and 3rd string version. There's a lot of other variations you can do, and you could be thinking in terms of other pentatonic forms and use other forms with it, or even just do a thing where you could stay on the 1st string, 1st and 2nd strings, and go. Now I'm shifting positions, going down to the 10th fret, and I'm going to use the 14th fret of the 1st string, pulling down to the 10th fret, 12th fret of the 1st string, pulling down to the 10th fret, 12th fret of the 2nd string, and then an up pick on the 10th fret of the 1st string. So we could go. So those are some variations of that. Now, how this would work in a pattern, with that, like that rock and roll pattern I started with. We have 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm playing it on all the chords, the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. It kind of works for all of them. So here we go, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same lick. Varying it. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some ideas for using that lick. So one more recap on it. So just boils down to this lick, this 15th fret with a down pick, first string, pull down to the 12th fret, down pick on the 14th fret, pull down to the 12th fret, second string, 15th fret. I'm sorry, second string, 14th fret. Could have used that other variation of the 15th, but we're sticking with this 14th fret idea. 14th fret, and then up pick on the first string, 12th fret. Okay, so hopefully you can have some fun with that and just have another tool in your arsenal of licks. And see you next time.